Hit Music Station. My name is Chiton Glovu. Happy Furahi Day. It is okay. Speaking of a beautiful Furahi Day, this one has come through with quite the number of shocks and all. So, one of the things that happened today in the morning, the Supreme Court had passed a ruling and made a decision that NGOs that support the LGBTQ community, LGBTQ plus community, will be allowed to register associations, and that discriminating them and stopping them is registering an association is against the Constitution. Okay. And then this afternoon, there is a bill that is going to be produced in Parliament, rather being proposed by Honorable George Peter Kaluma. He's the MP of Homa Bay constituency, and he's written to the Assistant Speaker wanting to pass a bill to prohibit LGBTQ promotion, lifestyle therein of. Basically make it illegal in Kenya, because he's saying we need to protect the family, and I will not and things like that.
Protect the family.
And so there are many feelings around it. Because me and Daddy are currently into it on Instagram.
Because he tweeted something, eh?
Yes. So Daddy went and put out talking about, it's not really into it. I guess we're just having a healthy conversation.
Yes.
He went and he put out, and he put out a tweet. And that tweet was talking about how LGBTQ should not be allowed in our society. The courts are here to serve and protect our culture, society, and customs. We shouldn't be desperate to get visas. Then he quoted a biblical verse over there. So me, I responded, and I was like, first of all, I've not seen you come out swinging like this, my brother. Every time you're always calm, very calm.
Yes.
But you've come out swinging very strong. But for me, it was just to throw spanners in the works, to simply allow us to think more than what we are looking at. In that, for me, the thing is, if you're going to come to me and tell me that it's about the Bible, it's in the Bible that preaches to you about love. Are you preaching hatred if you want somebody else's son and your brother and your sister to end up in jail or to be killed because of something they've done, yet you are not being killed, yet you cheat, you kill, you steal, you lie, and all these things? Just throwing a spanner in the works to get us thinking more healthy about some of the things we talk about. Because if we're talking about it on a race level, we would not even want to hear that conversation.
Yes.
But we're talking about it on a life level. Does it mean because we have LGBTQ, do they not deserve a right to live? Is that what it means? Or does it mean that we need to observe the law above all other things? There are so many questions running in my mind, which I'm really putting out into open space get ahead.
When I hear people who are against the whole thing talk, they usually talk from a place of, oh, you guys want to introduce this into our culture. Oh, you guys, you want to put this on us, like you're forcing it on us, eh? But I don't feel like that's what is usually happening. I think the conversation is around recognizing that these people are human beings and they deserve human rights and protecting them in the law, right? And making sure that they can live in our society. They're not saying that, we want to introduce this into the culture of Kenya. That's not what they've ever said. But I get that people are scared that if it becomes something that is protected by the law, and then it's going to get culture. I
can also see it from, because I know one of the conversations, in fact, one of our, like me and Daddy in our back and forth healthy conversation, we've gone to a point where now it's about parents and children. Yeah. And I can see it because he's a parent. And I can see it from his perspective where he says, hey, think about it as a parent. Yes. What my child doesn't know doesn't hurt them. Yes. What they do get exposed to ends up hurting them. Because, I mean, you'll hear, and I've heard these conversations go around a lot about, there's a point in a child's life where they want to dress up like their mother, or the girls want to dress up like their dads, and things like that. But then usually it's a phase that passes on. But then you might find, that's what most people argue as. They'll say, oh no, but see, if it's a phase and we're allowing it, now at that point you start thinking, is my daughter wanting to be a boy, and all these things? Or are they gay? Are they lesbian? And all these other conversations. But I want to hear from you on 0711 046 100 in one way. Do you agree with this law that the Honorable Member of Parliament from Homa Bay wants to push? He wants to push a bill that LGBTQ plus should be criminalized. That means life sentence.
Criminalizing will now infringe on the human rights of people who are, of that community.
What it simply means is that they're going to face jail time, and they will be put behind bars or whatever other punishment they deem fit. And on 0711 046 100, we're asking you, do you agree or disagree with that the Member of Parliament of Homa Bay wants to introduce? Right now, here's Vedo featuring Young Blue. It's You Got It, the remix. #